Welcome to the training about Facebook groups. You know, when you are dealing with groups or dealing with wanting to build something with momentum for your team, groups is where you need to be, especially on Facebook. Let's take a look at why that is the case. You can see my screen, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go over to a Facebook group. Somebody give me a topic of a group. Any niche at all.
Aborigine upbringing.
Okay, Steve, you're not the one that's going to be handling the group naming anymore. How about Pete or Cheryl?
Well, there's one that says MGW Accounting Services.
That's good.
Yeah, but no, any niche at all.
Okay.
Weightlifting.
Weightlifting, there we go. All right, so weightlifting. Let's just look up weightlifting here. And what we're going to do once we have weightlifting looked up is we are going to scroll to the bottom of that list. Actually, let me make this. Okay, there. I was looking for this link here where it says see all results for weightlifting. And again, this can be any niche. Dieting, exercise, money making, whatever your niche is, it works just fine. So basically here we have up at the top a bunch of different options dealing with weightlifting. One of those options happens to be groups. So if we look now, these are all the different groups that we have available. You'll notice here some of them say they are closed groups. It's best to basically avoid these type of groups because it's more of a members-only type situation. What you're actually looking for is a public group. And within a public group, you know, you want to find groups that have a good amount of people. 16 people, not so much. But 1,451, definitely. One of the advantages that I bring to the table here is I can hone in on what groups within the given niche targeted have the most people. So that's one reason to connect with me is to find out the groups that have the most people. So basically what you do at this point is you click on join. And what happens when you click on join is a request gets sent from your Facebook profile to this group saying, okay, I would like to be a part of that group. Sometimes they will accept you, sometimes not. If you go after closed group, it's 99.999% that you're not going to get accepted. That's why you don't really want to deal with closed groups. You want to go after public groups that have a good volume in them. So within that, now I'm going to go ahead and go over to some groups that I'm already already connected with. So let's talk about this small, oh, by the way, over on your left-hand panel within Facebook, you have favorites, pages, and then you have groups. And you know the most frequented groups that you deal with would be right here. But if you click on the More button, if you click on More, then it will take you to all your groups that you have connected with. And you can basically see what's going on in different situations. This one right here is a closed group. The ones that you want to work with most, you can add those to favorites. Or you can just come in here to groups and manage this way through your group processes. So we're going to go into the small business owners group. This group only has 45 people. However, it's a public group, and while I did say that it was important to go after groups that have a larger amount of people, sometimes, it's not totally bad to, go with something that has a healthy amount. The reason that you would want to even consider going with this group is because if there's only 45 people posting, then that means you're going to have a stronger chance of being seen. Whereas if, let's take a look at this group. With this group, it's 263. That means there's 263 people posting. Your post that you create is going to disappear faster. The higher the number, the faster your post will disappear. But the advantage of that is the more people that have the potential of seeing you. So let's just go ahead and go into this small business owners group. So in here, we are, as you can see, I'm already joined, and I have the ability, because I'm joined, I have the ability to leave a post. There we go. See, I'm obviously not going to leave that post, but I have an ability to leave a post. That post will be seen by whoever is connected within this group. The other thing that I can do that is very, very powerful is I can come down here. It gives me the ability to like. Now, I don't recommend that you do that. What I recommend that you do is that you choose one of these other characters, whatever the situation might be. So, like, let's say I love jewelry and candles. Why would I do that? Well, most everyone likes with their post. And so this list that you're looking at there grows into a bigger and bigger list. Let's see if I can find one. Remember, there's only a few people in this group, but what fewer people have gotten into the habit of doing is to use one of these other icons. So what that means, especially if this post goes viral, is this list is like blown out of the water. While this list has me exclusively at the top within their post. This gives me the ability to have free exposure if anybody happens to highlight over these lists, and people do. So the other thing that I can do is I can make a comment. And commenting on other people's posts causes what is called engagement. The more that you engage with your audience, with the people that you want to connect with, the better it's going to be for you. However, there are some key ways to do that. If you notice this post right here, it's nice. Directly above is the link for our current event. Please join and invite a few guests. Actually, this post here is from this person. But sometimes you're going to also see people that have made statements here, and they want to drop their link. They dropping their link, meaning they want to put their URL into the place, into the comment. It's not bad always, but I'd rather ask a question. The reason I'd rather ask a question is it gets people talking. If you are going to reach people online, what you need to do is you need to engage them. People do not generally enjoy dealing with marketers. But if you become a friend, an advocate, an authority, someone to respect, they'll line up miles as a result. Let me pause here for just a minute. Does anybody have any questions so far?
This is being recorded. We can review this because when we're taking
this will be able to be reviewed afterwards and everything like that, and we can cover questions accordingly after that. But has everything been pretty well straightforward so far?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, Pete, I haven't heard you.
Yep.
Okay.
You're doing good, guy.
Thank you, Pete. You trained me. All right. So then after this, what you can do is you can ask a question. So let's go back up to that candles. Click on comment. And let's say, wait a minute. That should be up on candles. It doesn't look like it's on candles to me. I'm here, clicking on comment. Okay, so what they've done here is they're putting in they're updating their post, and they're putting these other themes in their network in order to let you know when the next event that they're holding is going to be. That's a definite way of doing it. An event brings people, like-minded people together, so you can talk to them all at once. So if I answer here, I love jewelry, candles. How long have you been working with this? So basically, I'm engaging them, I'm letting them know, but yet I'm asking them a question, something about them. I'm making it otherly. I'm making them want to respond. If I'm just simply saying buy this, buy this, buy this, what they're going to want to do is unfollow and ignore me. But if I talk about them, meet them at their level, then it gives me the ability, it increases the ability for them to communicate with me. Just think, if you had 5 people doing this, only 2 hours a day, that's over a full-time job. Building whatever it is that you are building, whether it's a business opportunity or whether it's directly in on your own product. It's just huge, but it gets better. Because nobody, and I do mean nobody, is doing this. And it's so easy and fun. It's called stickers. And if basically I just come over here and I just decide, okay, I'm going to put that sticker along with it. Let's say there was 100 posts here. And they all are making comments and whatnot. And then this post comes up. Which one is going to get seen in all of the different comments? Thoughts?
Dog sticker.
Steve?
The sticker looks pretty good. It stands right out.
Exactly. It makes your comment stand out. Now, as they engage and as they start to talk to you, now you can start to talk about your business opportunity, your product, your service, your whatever it is that you have. Now you have the ability to do that. So basically, I leave that comment, and there's my sticker. And not only that, but when the moderator, when Marla sees this, what's that going to make her do? If that doesn't make her smile, she's not alive. And that engagement, that fun, that enjoyment is what social networking is all about. If you concentrate on repeating this entire process over and over and over again on a daily basis, people will line up ready to talk to you. Notice there's some key things I want to bring out here. I am not pushing my product. I am not pushing my service. I am not pushing anything. I am instead engaging at their level. So that is critical. So as it relates to groups at this point, so far. All right, I'll take that as a no. So then the next part is...
Excuse me, could you repeat that?
Did I hear a question?
Yeah.
Which part?
Just the last part that you said. Could you please repeat that?
Certainly, Pete. I'd be glad to. The most critical aspect, this is so critical, is within this comment, I am not asking, I'm not pushing myself. You know, okay, let's take it this way. Remember the dating years? Remember trying to get the gal, trying to connect with the guy? Remember those people that would be just drippy, painting off you like a wet rag? That's not what you want to do with your business. You want to build a quality relationship. You want to build a genuine connection. And as you do, what ends up happening is other people take note. Do you see this down here? Do you happen to see this part right here?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you see I haven't had that up there for 5 minutes, and she has liked and is responding? Do you see this?
Yep.
This is huge. Multiply that into your own business. I did not prompt this. I have no idea who Marla is. I did not prompt this, but it's a good, solid example of what the possibilities are. Now, I can talk with this individual at their level. They are engaging me. Guess, with this type of situation, this is the momentum. Isn't that proof? I'm just kind of like a little bit excited here. Isn't that proof positive for what I was talking about?
Oh, yeah, that's great.
So, again, don't push, but connect. Don't force, but allow. Everybody might not do this. They might not respond. That's all right. You put 2 hours behind doing something like this. Oh, there's another point I want to cover. You put 2 hours behind doing something like this, it's going to cause synergy. It has to. Now, here's the other thing that I really want to express, especially to those people that like to write a lot. If you saw somebody on the street that needed help, would you give them $1 if they were a total stranger? Yes or no?
Sure.
Maybe. Yeah, okay, there's yes. How about $100?
Have to think about it.
Yeah.
How about $1,000?
Vincent, it's all
Have to
proportional.
think hard.
I tell you what, as that price goes up, okay, each time you write a new sentence, consider that on the consider that this is $1, this is $100, and the whole comment there, that's $100. The more you write, the more of your money digitally you're giving away, because you're giving it away in the way of time. You don't have to write a lot, at least not at this level. Now, once they start the engagement, and once they start to, be connected with you, now you can get into some conversations. But why throw in three paragraphs of something here to somebody that may never read it? Very short, very sweet, and on to the next person. But be genuine within the process. Questions?
Makes sense.
Okay, so let me do something here, and I'm going to go over to my own profile and take a look at some good, the good, the bad, and the ugly of my own profile. The good, I've got a picture for my profile. The bad, I really don't have a banner set up. I'm not really fully engaged here. There's a bio that's here, and all of this part here is under the About Us section, and you can basically come in here and go down and just fill in all these different things. And the more that you give people the idea that you are a genuine person, see, because just like what I did back here on the group, they are going to come over here and they're going to click on your picture or your name. They're going to come on over. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so they have the ability to click this link right here, or they can click your picture. Both of them take you back and both of them take them back to your profile. So that's where, and that's how you can set the entire campaign set for what you want, is under your About Us and whatnot. Tell them what you want to tell them. You click on About, and you go under this section over here. Basically, just all of this. Fill it out as best you can. And the nice thing about doing this is this will help Facebook know who to let know in your network about what it is that you're doing. You can include phone number, location. I mean, there's all sorts of different things. But I recommend you spend some time filling out your About in a good, strong way. Those two together. Follow the groups, and if you want to have a shortcut to high-powered groups, contact me and let me know. And then follow, and then fill out your profile. Those two things right there, if you spend time in them, is going to cause you the success you're looking for online. Without cost, without expense, these type of situations work. That's why people love social media. Are there any final questions?
No, we haven't done all that yet, but it sounds interesting.
Steve and I haven't signed up for Facebook yet.
You haven't signed up for Facebook yet. You need to.
Steve did a while back, and now he can't get back on for some reason.
I couldn't get on the first.
Oh.
Let's talk about that in just a minute.
Okay.
I'll help you guys with that in just a minute. But what you want to do is you want to make sure, Steve, you need a profile. Pete, you need a profile. Cheryl, you need a profile. They're not that difficult to set up. And then just go to the groups, and I'll create you guys a list that will be a very strong groups that you can go join. And it doesn't matter if 2 or 3 or 10 or 20 people are in the same group. You start responding to each other's comments, and that that increases the whole exposure and momentum. Because, you know, think about the tip jar at like Starbucks. Why do they start that out by putting a couple dollars in?
It's momentum.
It's momentum. And it psychologically makes you think, oh, I've got to do the same. It's a psychological ploy, and it works every time. So, all right, if there's no more questions, I'll go ahead and stop this recording at this time. All right,
Okay.
one more. Go ahead.
You have anything, Pete?
No, I've got some questions on the Facebook guy.
Well, I know. We'll cover that in a minute.
Yeah.
But anything specifically about the training for what I just took you through?
No.
No.
Cool. All right. I'm going to stop the recording.